From WPTV News Channel 5, it's Slay Your Day with TA.
Hi, everybody. It is TA Walker from Jason C, South Florida for WPTV News Channel 5 and for Fox 29. And, you know, SunFest would normally be starting tonight. We would normally be having it, but instead we're doing a little mini celebration tonight at Clematis By Night. And if you stick around, I have some interviews with Diana Craven from SunFest and Mary from the city of West Palm Beach. And they're going to tell you about what's happening tonight and some of the things to look forward to for 2022, plus how you can get into next year's SunFest by spending $22. So let's get that interview started.
Diana Craven from SunFest, and normally this time of year, you're unreachable. I am hunkered down in some news truck, like trying to turn stories out at SunFest, and obviously that didn't happen last year. It's not happening this year, but you want to make a big deal about 2022, right?
We especially want to make a big deal about it. We're so excited for the opportunity to finally come back and provide a celebration for our community. We're set to return for next year, 2022, and we'll kick that off with this wonderful opportunity with the city of West Palm Beach at Clematis By Night. Will be the countdown to SunFest 2022. It would have been our opening night for this year, for 2021, but unfortunately this will be a nice smaller introduction to the event to get people to start coming back to downtown to celebrate the return, come out to visit the downtown merchants and patronize the restaurants and bars in the downtown area and give them love and support. And then we'll be there to celebrate and do some fun giveaways and get everyone excited for our return in a year. So the countdown now is on.
And you have this really cool program. I think there's going to be like live reggae music out there. And if you pay to get into this one little area, you'll get a SunFest ticket for next year.
Right. So for our kickoff and to really put a big push to encourage people to come out for Clematis By Night and to support downtown, we're offering an opportunity via a package to the Club SunFest VIP area for that night. And it's a socially distanced area that they've set up within the event. And for $22, which is in homage to our 2020 year coming up, you receive some perks within the area, as well as a complimentary one-day ticket to SunFest 2022. So we're excited just to use this as that kickoff and to get people excited to come out again and slowly see the return to live events.
Yeah, you have to be like ecstatic or giddy or both that you're finally doing something out in the public.
We are, and we've been, our board and our staff, we've been very cautious with making sure we made the right decisions and working with our volunteers and making sure we kept everybody's perspective in check with everything that's gone on. And so this is a great opportunity for us to slowly get back into a live space. The city is finally returning to the Great Lawn, in which they've been just more socially distanced. So this is a return to the Great Lawn and kind of just a return slowly to that more normal aspects for live entertainment.
And you may not be able to speak to this, and if you can't, no worries. But I got to say, some of the ideas that you guys were kind of ideating about for 2021 were really interesting, and I kind of would like to see that happen. Like, do you think it'll be modified in 2022, or do you think we'll be back gates, 3 stages, 4 days, 50 bands? What is your guess?
We're right now, the wonderful thing we have is some time. We have more time than we've had in the past to really do some proper planning and figure out what's the best course for us in 2022. We do want to come back with a strong festival overall. And we feel like we owe that to the community and we owe that to our fans. Our fans have been tremendously supportive to us. Do I see, I think you're alluding to the fact that we were really trying to create something this year in 2021 that encompassed more of the downtown and working more closely with the merchants and having SunFest spread beyond the gates of our traditional site on Flagler Drive. Yes. I think you see something there. There's a marriage between the two, hopefully, that we can create in 2022 between those two ideas. But to see a full festival return with a full entertainment lineup and art districts, that is our goal. And that's definitely something that our fans asked for and patiently waited for, with many of our fans graciously allowing us to hold over their tickets all the way from 2020.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. They're saints.
Yes, yes, we're very, very thankful for the community support we have, and we couldn't do what we do without that support from everyone, from our ticket holders to our volunteer base.
But what did the city feel about like really going down those streets?
It'll be very interesting to see how their plan evolves. One thing that the pandemic has done is it's made us all look at our events differently. And some of the things that we've had to do are good ideas that, will continue in the future. Sometimes you can get really comfortable and, pull out the playbook from year to year or week to week, but it really made us think and do things differently and be creative. And for all the pain it was, and is still, it's healthy to have a fresh look at your event. So we're excited to work with them and see what their plans are in the future.
Normally this week, I wouldn't be able to contact anybody from the city or SunFest because you guys would be running around with your heads cut off, trying to get SunFest done, make sure all your businesses along Clematis and the tour are happy and power is hooked up to here and this person's happy. But it's not going to be as hectic, but we're still going to celebrate SunFest this week, right?
We're still kind of coming out of the pandemic chaos here, of course. So we are so thrilled here at the city to work with SunFest over the next several months in our countdown to SunFest 22 at Clematis by Night. Everybody loves both events. They're both heritage events in the city. And it's just a way for us as event people and good city people and community people to work together. So everybody has build up to fun. We're bringing back the fun.
Well, in addition to bringing back the fun, because I think everybody's wanting to just get back to, let's go have SunFest, let's go have a full boat show, let's go do all these things. But there's also the caveat of we're not confusing people. We're not having SunFest 2021. We're promoting next year. So, but we're gonna have some SunFest events at Clematis by Night. Like what?
Yeah, right. So it's baby steps, right? Clematis by Night is coming back with CDC guidelines in effect, and it's obviously not an event that brings thousands and thousands and thousands of people down, but we're coming back and we're inviting SunFest and of course their patrons to come out on the 29th, and we're going to have the club VIP, which is pretty special. You can pay $22, and not only do you get into a special area, you also get a one-day ticket to SunFest 22, which is, of course, next year. And then we'll have a trivia, SunFest trivia for everybody that can think way back in the 30 years and coming up to, the current time. So lots of other fun things that we're going to do outdoors in the beautiful waterfront, which right away is very SunFesty.
It is. Lots of businesses downtown West Palm Beach depend on these big events. What are they saying to you about the return of SunFest in a year from now?
I think everybody's very excited to see things starting to come back. I think they understand they need to come back, a little bit slowly and safely. And SunFest is a true economic driver here. It's the biggest annual event held on the waterfront historically. And I think the merchants I understand they're doing very well right now too. The businesses compared to last year when it was so tough, they're doing very well. And I think all this just plays to the re-energizing of downtown West Palm Beach after the last year. Tonight at Clematis by Night, we have a VIP area that you make reservations for, but otherwise we're asking everyone to come down and self-social distance. And, promoting bringing your chairs, and Great Lawn's so big, there's plenty of room. We do have some pods available, limited number of people already had reservations for this week and next week. So we accommodated their request for a pod if they wanted it. And we'll have some available moving forward too, because we do still have some people in the community that like that secluded area. But the Great Lawn is certainly oasis. So if you can, so self-social distance, that's a tough one to say, self-social distance.
keep your distance from somebody.
Yeah, exactly. If you you can come with your family and friends, obviously, and that's your little bubble that you stay within.
While I have you here, you may not be able to answer this, and this is okay. 4th on Flagler, are we planning for it, or are we going to not have it this year?
No, 4th on Flagler is going to happen. There will be fireworks on the waterfront. We don't have we're still kind of going slowly with our other components, if any. So we'll have more details on that in the near future, but we're going to shoot the fireworks off for sure. I'm just not sure what else we're going to be able to do. It's evolving as as the inoculations are evolving.
I know. Oh my God.
It won't be hidden this year. You won't be in your back, like you'll be able to come down and see the fireworks.
All right. Thank you so much, Mary. I really appreciate it. Now I want to turn to someone who's all things Clematis, a guy in Clematis, Aaron Warmus. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm great. And I just want to kind of start off with expanding the conversation with what you called the South by Southwest Music Festival format for SunFest 2022. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I love it. And looking at those pictures that you just showed, I'm so nostalgic about SunFest and getting back out there and enjoying the music and the people and the art. And SunFest has always been on the cutting edge of that art scene and making sure that their events are exciting and happening places to be. So I think the idea of opening it up, doing events in different places on Clematis Street, or wherever in Rosemary Square, I think will be a very exciting and a great new aspect to SunFest.
I think it would give smaller artists, maybe lesser known artists, a platform and a venue to stimulate business at places up and down Clematis and to tourist streets. And like you said, Rosemary Square. Is that something you think the public could really be interested in?
That's what I always tell people. When you go to SunFest, go to the smaller artists, because I can't forget the time I saw Ed Sheeran. I forget what year it was, but it was right before he blew up, and it was me. It was a group of a couple hundred people there enjoying this amazing show, and then 2 years later, he's the biggest thing ever. So go to the small artists, support them at local businesses. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, there was a reggae band, and I can't think of their Dirty Heads. I was like, who's Dirty Heads? And I went to the stage you're seeing right there, the Ford stage, and I was there to take photos. And then out of nowhere, within like 90 seconds, the place was filled because everybody had sort of underground figured out about the Dirty Heads. And so it was just kind of interesting, that kind of cult following that some of these artists have, and how if SunFest really allows you to explore your the sort of artist around you that you don't really know about.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's the different stages for different locations gives you all that opportunity. If you want to go see the big band, you can. If you want to see a smaller band, they're there as well. I also saw Lizzo. I saw Lizzo before she was big at all at SunFest, which was a great experience. Yeah.
I got my hair up, got my nails, or something like that.
Exactly.
So I am a SunFest guy. I love SunFest. I love just everything about it. My favorite thing is people watching. But we haven't got to do SunFest now for 2 years in a row. What are you feeling about that?
Well, I really just want to get back out there, to be perfectly honest. I'm looking right now down from my office window at the great lawn that Mary was just talking about. And I think one of the good ways to enjoy SunFest is from that club SunFest, and those $22 tickets are very much worth it. So if you're planning, and of course I'm planning, take advantage of that offer and get in early.
Yeah, the $22 tickets for the year 2020, or no, 22. Right.
2020.
Gosh, my years are really together. Are available tonight, and I asked Meredith, she's spokesperson for the events department at the city of West Palm Beach, and she told me there's only a few left for tonight. So even if you just go down there and enjoy some reggae for like 5 minutes, you probably want to grab a VIP tickets just so you can get into SunFest next year.
Yep, that's the plan.
All right. Well, Aaron, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, and my pleasure. Anytime. Have a great rest of your day.
Take care. Yeah, it is SunFest 2022. It's the countdown. Jay Cashmere is actually going to be out at Clematis By Night tonight, starting around 5 o'clock. I think he'll be there bringing you all the latest from downtown West Palm Beach's waterfront. And I'll be out there too, showing you what Clematis By Night looks like. SunFest is going to be next year, a year from now. It's supposed to start today, April 28th through May 1st. And we're all certainly looking forward to it, hoping to have a full festival, as SunFest organizer Diane Craven just said moments ago, hoping to go back at it, but not opposed to rethinking the footprint of SunFest. All right, for Fox 29 and WPTV News Channel 5, I'm T.A. Walker. Take care.
Slay Your Day can be found in the WPTV app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Plus on the Taste and See South Florida Facebook page and the WPTV free mobile app. Okay.